Hello everyone, welcome to our interview today. My guest today is Mr. Pradeep Malik, our CIS new secondary principal. Please share with us what inspired you pursue your career in international school.
Hello, Helen. I really enjoy different cultures, traveling and meeting different people and learning about new cultures, and also making a difference in people's life. And I believe there is no better way to make a difference in somebody's life is being part of their educational journey. When you work internationally, you have a student body from various different cultures coming together, learning together, bringing in the oneness in the world. So that to me every day is very inspirational, coming to see how children learn to be with each other to make a difference to the world.
Can you introduce the CIS for Science curriculum? We have IB, we have Alberta, we have A-level. How is this different program to cater different needs of the students?
Very good question. So this is very exciting for me to come to CIS Foshan with a curriculum program which picks up strengths from all the different areas. Obviously, we are certified with Alberta, and it provides us a lot of strength in content knowledge and continuity from K to lower middle school, grade 8. All the learning is streamlined. It is rigorous and research-based learning outcomes that we have. And then as we move to upper secondary, to grade 9 and 10, we have the strengths from IGCSE program, which can help our students gain some qualifications with the IGCSE certificates, plus also provide a broad base of deep enough knowledge that can prepare children to take any courses in the university, so they can sort of add depth to their knowledge and choose the A-levels or pursue the field of study they want to pursue in secondary education and further education. I'm excited that we'll be introducing MYP program. I really love MYP program, very passionate about it, because the framework of MYP program adds to what Alberta and IGCSE might sometimes miss. The approaches to teaching and approaches to learning in MYP are a wonderful addition to what Alberta and IGCSE content-based curricula provide us. So we can bring in the ATL skills, lifelong learners, IB learner profile to the mix, and then our assessments are more criteria referenced and broader. The education is inquiry-based and conceptual, and it's contextualized. So it adds to all the strengths of a research-based, rigorous learning outcomes of Alberta and IGCSE, and provides the holistic approach to education for our children.
So the schools have the characteristics as academic excellence, caring community. So how is it in the whole journey to ensure that every children to enjoy the personalized caring and also achieve the academic excellence?
This is the school's mission, to provide academic rigor and personalized care for all the students. And we ensure that academic rigor is provided by our balanced and research-based rigorous curriculum from Alberta IGCSE and MYP, and all children are cared for. So that's the nature of smaller schools, so we can personalize care for all students. Next year, we plan to introduce universal design for learning in all classrooms to make sure that all children are catered for. There are multiple ways of engagement, multiple ways of providing expression and representation. And we also aim to develop a pastoral program through homeroom program, where the advisor or homeroom teacher takes personal care of the students, make sure their individual needs are met, and they're learning all the skills through ATL and MYP framework that they need for a holistic development. Also from grade 9 through 12, we have lessons on life skills, where social emotional learning skills and ATL skills will be developed, so that the children are equipped with and are cared for throughout their school journey.
So we can see on the gate of the school, we said that forging paths to top 100 universities. So how is the school plan to help the students achieve the goal to the top universities? And how is our staff and teachers help students?
In my opinion, to get to university, you need to have a portfolio as a student, which shows your journey through school and who you have become and what strengths you have. So we will follow a strengths-based model. So each child, their path to university is unique. So we will work on students based on their strength. We have globally recognized program in A-level to give them the base qualifications they need to be able to apply for universities throughout the world. On top of that, we have enrichment programs like after-school activities. There are a lot of diverse after-school activities on offer from CIS that will help students gain leadership and other experiences and skills, practice some of the skills which they can show in their portfolio. We also want to expand that to other programs and qualifications like Duke of Edinburgh Award in experiential learning. We will be starting a service learning program where students can show their community engagement and excel in that aspect. So we will be looking at ways students can innovate in our school environment through Creative Arts Academy, Creative Design Academy, sorry. And so providing students as many platforms as possible so they can shine in their strengths. So every student has an opportunity to show their strength and to practice it and to develop it. And when they are at the end of their high school career, they would have built a portfolio of experiences and examples to show to universities what value they can add to universities. And obviously university will be very pleased to have our students who are well-rounded, well-developed, and academically qualified.
So speaking of the exam and how will the school help the students to prepare for the so much exam, A-level, IGCSE or IB exam?
Yeah, with the qualifications comes the burden of exams to show how good you are to get the qualifications. And it is very important for the school to prepare the students well for the exams. One of the most important things a school can do, and what we have done this year for next year, is to recruit excellent teachers with experience and expertise and qualifications so they can provide the right kind of support to all students in the classroom. We will be developing a program where we'll provide modern tools like AI and other tools for students to be able to work independently and practice independently so that they can get appropriate feedback for their exam practice and they are not hampered by being away, a teacher not being there, etc., etc., or if they want to practice in their own time. So we will be creating a bank of those tools so that students can develop themselves. And there's an art to sitting an exam, and often these experiences, especially for younger children at IGCSE level, could be very, very stressful. So we'll be developing some self-management skills for doing revision, taking notes, managing time in an exam, because most exams are time-based. And in our life skill lessons will be very crucial in providing these extra support so that students during the exam have less anxiety. They are able to do their best and perform at their best level during exams. So it's not just only academic support we can provide with expert teachers and all the resources we can provide and time we can provide for the students, but also some other skills so that students are independent in their learning and they have the skills they need and understanding in planning their revision, utilizing their time, and making sure the anxiety level is low so that they can perform at their best.
How does CIS support students to build up the holistic development? For example, the sports, the art, and through the social event to build up their international mindedness and the social responsibility?
A very good question. So we just talked about that we have a wide range of extracurricular activities after school. After-school activity program has a diverse range of activity and we want to develop it further. We will be introducing Duke of Edinburgh Bronze, Silver, Gold Award for our students so that they can they have a different dimension, we'll be starting experiential learning program so that they can have real-life experiences and engage with the community. And our community engagement program and service learning program will provide students more opportunities to engage with the community and develop some of the skills and social responsibility skills. At the moment, we are a little bit limited in sports, so we hope to expand that. And we have intentionally recruited more teachers to develop our PHE program and after-school sports program. So we'll be competing, allowing our children to compete in Guangzhou and beyond. We have a thriving
maybe
robotics.
Foshan and the whole Guangdong area, right?
Yeah, maybe even further. For academics, we aim to introduce the World Scholars Cup, IGM, competitions like that, so students can excel and compete in those areas and have experiences being on a global stage. In-house, we will be having more house events. I had a lovely chat with Student Council today, and they were so keen to involve more students in leadership positions. So we may be starting other things like Service Council and promoting more inter-house competitions for children to sort of develop leadership in that sense throughout every stage of their school. So there's a lot of different programs we will be bringing in to make sure there's holistic development. And I cannot lay enough emphasis on that we have life skills, timetable lessons on purpose we'll be looking at, and teaching students social emotional skills, self-management, self-regulation skills, so that when they go out, they have the resilience they need. The Creative Design Academy allows opportunities for students to show creativity with different media. So we'll continue with that and try to excel in that field as well, to give students another way to express their creativity. So yeah, so hopefully we have sufficient opportunity for all students to express their strengths at school.
So next question is about the language supporting. This is also a very important question. So what kind of a system can we support students, especially non-native English speaker learner, not only the language, but also the multiple culturalism for this kind of learning for the students?
Yeah, so my motto is that every teacher is a language teacher. So we will be sort of making sure that happens. Another thing is early identification of language levels and types of support that a student would need. So we'll implement a program where we identify students' language development and progress. We'll also be providing, starting next year, better English language support to students in classrooms, subject classrooms, rather than just English language arts. We'll be using CIFR tests to see where the students are at and how they are making progress. We'll be creating a tool bank for students to practice independently and work in their own spare time, so that they can practice and develop their language away from classroom as well. So we hope to bring softwares like IXL so that we can provide students a platform and teachers a platform to look at the development of the language. And then we'll be focusing on developing our teachers' skills in being language teachers in their own subject area, so that they can support the language growth, language development in every classroom. So the students are developing at all times, rather than just English language class or focused class. All this can only be done if we do it in a way that we affirm their cultural identity. And at CIS Foshan, I've already seen that we do that in multiple ways. Just this afternoon, I was watching the elementary school poetry recitation competition, so that was so beautiful to watch, and so much identity affirming. We have celebrations of International Day, innovations, where people are able to express themselves and be who they are. So the multiculturalism is not going to go, because we will still, students can still feel proud of their native language and home language, whatever they speak, and we can still develop their language of instruction, which is English at our school, through various means and various supports that they need at the right time.
how does school communicate with parents about the students' education progress and encourage the parents more involvement in the school's or their students' educational journey?
That's a very important question. We value parent partnerships a lot, and without parent partnership, there cannot be student success. And so we need parent partnerships. So one of the most important things is morning tea. So we had a morning tea session today. So we plan to have regular morning tea sessions and maybe some specific sessions for parent education so that we can educate our parents about our program as it develops, bringing together different curricula, and how would we make sure that we're using the strengths of all curriculum for the best use for the success of their children. The ordinary way of communicating with parents is report cards and parent-teacher conferences, and we already do that, but we want to enhance that and improve our reporting, where we will aim to provide parents access to all student assessments, scores and feedback throughout the year, so they can look at the progress of their student and communicate with the relevant teachers. We also aim to provide access to what units are being covered in all subjects as we develop inquiry-based units based on MYP framework. So once we've adapted them, parents will be able to see what curriculum exactly their children are learning. Homeschool partnership is really important, but the most important part is parents' communication with the teachers. We want to develop that part as well, and we will have systems to encourage teachers to periodically communicate with the parents about progress settling in at various times, so the parents are always informed and involved. Other than that, parents have opportunity to come onto the campus and look at their children's work and performances at different times. For example, Innovation Day recently, in the poetry recitation, there were parents sitting there enjoying the work of their children. So they'll be in sports competition, house events. We want parents to come on campus and encourage their children and see the work they have put in, what the teachers have put in. Also various performances that we have throughout the year about music and dance and drama. So parents can come and encourage and see that. So we will always make sure that parents are invited, and as much as possible we'll be open and honest and communicate timely with parents their children's progress so they can support us.
So the last question, and also the most important question, right? And for the parents and for students, they are expected for the unique advantages for a school. So how is the unique advantages of CIS Secondary?
The most unique thing about CIS Secondary School is the curriculum. It is based on rigorous content from Alberta and IGCSE internationally recognized organizations which have thoroughly researched and come up with age-appropriate content and standards. So we will be using those to drive our content and lesson. But we'll also be using the pedagogical strengths and approaches to teaching and learning from the MYP framework, which then forces us to look at that content in a conceptual way and deliver it in inquiry-based fashion. So it makes the curriculum very holistic and unique. In my experience, a lot of schools use MYP framework and create their own content or choose standards which may not be as rigorous as Alberta or IGCSE. And because those two, I believe, are more age-appropriate, and that's very, very good and unique for a school, especially here. Another unique thing is that we're a brand new school with amazing facilities. So we have all the facilities that you can expect to deliver a world-class curriculum, which we have. So that's also very good that we have the curriculum and facilities to deliver that. And the third thing is that next year we'll have more experienced and expert teachers with qualification. So a combination of all three is very difficult to find, and we have all of those three. And above all, our mission is the most unique, is Innovate Today and Lead Tomorrow, which focuses on innovation and leadership. which are two very important aspects, not just to get into universities, but for success in life. And innovation comes with 21st century skills, critical thinking, creative thinking, collaboration, and communication. And MYP framework will help us develop those skills so that our students can innovate. And then we're expanding our out-of-class extracurricular activities so that our students develop those leadership skills that they will need to lead tomorrow. Today already I was asked questions by some students who are interested in business. What projects can they do? Can they really start their business at school? And it's so exciting to see that young people are so innovative and just looking for opportunities. And my job in secondary would be to make sure that those opportunities are provided, that platform is provided for our children to then go and practice and excel in innovating and leading.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
And it's a very good conversation, and we learned a lot, I believe. So looking forward to next time you can join us again.
Yes, thank you, Helen.
Thank you very
look
much.
forward to seeing you.